What's going on, ladies and gents? Joe G, Elite Health and Physique, and today I'm going to share with you one of my favorite healthy plant-based recipes for fat loss. So many people are aware that plant-based diet is very beneficial to your health, but there are a couple barriers that keep people from trying the diet. One, they don't know what type of recipes to eat. Two, they think it's a little bit too expensive. Three, they don't know where the protein's coming from. And four, the recipes don't look like they taste good. So we're gonna cover all of that in this video. I'm gonna show you a recipe that's not only simple, it's healthy, it is also has enough protein in it, and you can obviously add some protein in it if you would like to. And four, it tastes good. So if you're looking for a recipe to help you lose some weight on a plant-based diet, feel a little bit better, and have some flavor, this recipe is for you. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notifications so you know when we come out with a brand new video every single Wednesday. Also, if you try this recipe, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Elite Health and Physique or on Facebook at Elite Health and Physique to share the love. So without further ado, we're gonna dive right into this recipe because I know you'll love it and I'm tired of talking. Let's get to it.
All right, ladies and gents, so this plant-based eggplant parm is done in about 4 steps. So first, what we need to do is make our plant-based Parmesan cheese. So we're gonna do that with 3/4 cups of cashews, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, about 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder, and about a splash of salt. And then we're gonna mix that up or blend that up in a blender or food processor, whatever you have, until it's a nice fine powdery mixture, and we're gonna set that aside. Next, you're gonna set up your dipping stations for the eggplant parm. So get 3 bowls, and then you're gonna add a 1/2 cup of almond milk in one, 1/2 cup of flour in the other, 1 cup of panko breadcrumbs, 2 tablespoons of the plant-based Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon parsley, 1 teaspoon cornstarch, and then you're gonna mix that up and set that aside because we're gonna use this to dip the eggplant in. Next, we're gonna chop up the eggplant, and you wanna chop this up in about 3/4 inch thick pieces. You don't want it to be too thick because we need to draw water out of the eggplant. And that's another good benefit of eating a plant-based diet is a lot of the foods you eat and the vegetables you have are made up of a majority water, so you don't have to worry about your water intake if you're getting a lot of veggies because they're made up primarily of water. So next we want to add salt on both sides of the eggplant to draw out the water, and then you want to get a colander or a strainer, and you want to set these up in the colander, giving them some space because we need them to drain out. And as you will see before we bread these, they will change in color because they're being dehydrated. So it's a very important step. Don't miss it. Set it aside for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then what we're going to do then is set up the quinoa, and you just cook it according to the package. In this example, I just added in a little bouillon cube, veggie bouillon cube for some flavor, and you cook it according to the package, and it's done when it's dried and the water's gone and you can see the grains in the quinoa. Next, what you're going to do is line up the eggplant, and you can see now it's dried out. So we're going to line these up on a baking tray. Put a paper towel down underneath it because we want that to catch the water, because it's still going to drain out, as you'll see when you're done taking this off. We're going to add another 2 paper towels over this to catch more water. We want to put about something heavy on top of it, obviously to put some pressure on and squeeze the water out. And why not go ahead with our good old friend Quaker Oats oatmeal. All right, and so next we're going to go ahead and bread all these. So when you set up your dipping stations, you can see here you want the flour, then the milk, then you're going to go ahead and bread it. So you want to set these up on a non-stick tinfoil baking tray. You're going to set obviously your oven to 400 degrees. Preheat that obviously before you get to this step so it's ready for you to go ahead and put these in the oven when it's time. And then they're going to stay in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes, and we're going to pull 2 to 3 of them out of the oven to pan sear them for about 2 minutes on each side until they're golden brown. So you just add 2 tablespoons obviously to a pan sear them, flip these, and you're going to repeat this process until they're all pan seared and put it in the oven. And for the sauce, I just heat up the fire roasted tomato and garlic classical pasta sauce, and I just heat that up for a couple minutes to put on top of the eggplant parm. And so on the bottom layer, what we put is some spinach, some more healthy greens. Obviously spinach is a superfood, so it's good to get that in whenever you can, and it also complements the crunch that you get from the breaded eggplant. And so next I'll add in about a cup of quinoa cooked, and then on top of that, in each meal that I get from this recipe. 3 pieces of eggplant will fit into each of those, and so I probably get 4 meals out of this. So this is dinner for about 4 days, and then I'll add on the pasta sauce on top of that. And now it's really starting to come together and look like a gourmet meal at home. And then lastly, you just top this off with the vegan parm, sprinkle that on top, and hopefully this recipe checks all the boxes for you. Now you know what to eat. It's simple, it tastes good, it has plenty of protein. Feel free to add more if you want, and it serves 4, so you can spread it out over the next 4 days.
All right, so that wraps up the recipe for today, ladies and gents. If you try it and you like it, don't forget to tag us at Elite Health Physique on Facebook and Instagram. Juice is worth the squeeze. We'll see you in the next video.